So it's been a crazy couple years.
It's been a crazy couple years, and it's been an even crazier past like 6 months.
Yeah. So I mean, we're up to 40,000 subscribers. We wanted to do something for it, and a lot of people are saying, hey, do a Q&A.
So we asked everybody on our Instagram pages, what kind of questions would you like us to answer? And this is both of our Instagram pages. He runs the Funko Pop Hunters and I run the Nerd Therapy Official. So if you want to ask us a question in our next Q&A video, make sure you follow us on both of those places so you can get your questions submitted.
Yeah, and look for a post when we asked, hey, we're going to do another Q&A, because, you know, we'd like to make it a regularly kind of scheduled video or something.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's get into the questions. First up from John Nagaldi, and sorry if I mispronounce any of these names. I seriously apologize, but let's get to the question. Would you rather eat cheese with every meal for the rest of your life, or never eat cheese again?
I would rather have cheese with every meal. I love it too much.
Yeah. Can you imagine not being able to have cheese? In America, we had to have cheese. Cheese is
everything.
It. Cheese makes every meal good.
Doug Ternovian asks, what game is your favorite from 2015, and what are you looking forward to play in 2016?
Honest to God truth, we love playing video games, but this last year we just have not had the time to put into video games.
In 2015 we played maybe 3 hours of video gameplay.
Bought probably 20 games.
And they're all still in plastic.
I know, it's terrible. If I had the time, I would sit down and play as much as I can. I just can't find time right now.
2015 was such a chaotic time and year for us that we literally had no free time whatsoever.
I do gotta admit though, the few games that I was able to play, like Grand Theft Auto and of course Arkham Knight, huge fans of those games, loved them. There were some good games. I mean, I guess the bigger question is, what are we looking forward to in 2016?
I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the new Battlefield in 2016.
Yeah, guys, did you hear that Battlefield possibly might be World War I this next time?
That's going to be so fabulous.
God, I hate that, because this last Battlefield I didn't like.
It was alright. I mean,
I did not like Hardline at all.
It wasn't like, oh my god, yes, and it wasn't like, this is crap. So it was kind of like that middle ground where like, I'll play it because I don't have anything else to play.
And Call of Duty is becoming almost unplayable now.
I cannot play Call of Duty anymore. It is so bad.
Just go back to the old school. Yeah. Just go back to the regular, either like Modern Warfare or just like...
Take us back to the days
out of the modern crap.
where we complained about glitching. Because that was better than this crap.
Jumping and I don't know.
Flying.
But as far as a game I'm looking forward to in 2016, more so than whatever the Battlefield be. If it's World War I Battlefield, I'll be super excited. Yeah. I gotta go with the new Tom Clancy game coming out.
Yes!
I think that looks really great.
I love Tom Clancy games, so I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it looks really good. Oh, also Uncharted 4.
Oh, yes, yes.
Uncharted's my favorite series. And I hope I can find time to play. I'll find time to play
We will make time to play that game.
Alright, let's go to the next question. The Whatnot Spot asks, if you could choose only 3 superheroes as your zombie apocalypse team, who would they be? That's a good question.
That's a tough question. I would have to go with Deadpool because he can't die. Superman because he's pretty much indestructible, and zombies, they're not going to have kryptonite lying around.
No, probably
And
not.
then Wonder Woman because she can just take me up in her invisible jet, fly me to an island, and I'll be like, see ya!
That's true. I mean, if I was going to pick one, definitely Superman, because he's like the most powerful. You can't really stop Superman, so, you know, whatever. I think Wonder Woman's good too, because number one, she has that leap, so she can just leap you away.
Yeah,
and, you know, she's got her shield, and, you know.
Her lasso.
I mean, and her, of course, her invisible jet, like you said. Right. And you could kind of make like an argument also for Captain America with his shield.
Yeah, but Captain America wouldn't do anything because he's such a good boy. He'd be like, I can't kill them.
Bullcrap. Captain
America?
America?
They're still people, is what he would say.
Okay, you call them Nazis. Captain America will take out all of them.
Yeah, but still.
Nazi zombies. Now that's a game I want to play. That would be awesome.
That would be a fun part of Call of
Duty. That's like Wolfenstein, yeah. No, but that's not who I wouldn't pick. I'd pick Hulk, because Hulk would be like, Hulk smash! Boom!
That's true. He'd take out all of them in New York and be like, alright, New York's clear.
Yeah. I'd tell you who I wouldn't pick, and that'd be Will Smith. That's who I would not pick.
Lego Star Wars Scenes asks, how was your day? It was pretty good.
I hope yours as well.
Yeah. Flyers Eagles Fly asks, what should newer collectors know, and what tips do you have for organization?
Ooh, okay, so that's let's try to make this as fast as possible, because this will be a whole video in itself. New collectors, I'm going to assume, let's just assume that it's collecting in general, not just Funko Pops or other stuff that we collect.
My biggest piece of advice for a new collector is, if you like it, buy it. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's something that you like, it's probably going to have a limited edition and you're not going to be able to find it any longer. And so while you can get your hands on it for cheap prices, or relatively cheap, get it now because you don't want to pay scalper prices or eBay prices later.
Yeah, I guess the big thing is just be knowledgeable about what you're buying. You know, study what you're collecting, look at the community and see what people are collecting and what's popular, and meaning be careful and know when to buy something. Because if it's going to be popular, get on it early, because prices are only going to go up with collectibles. There's so many people that collect now. So, you know, it's just kind of one of those things, you know, find out what you want to collect. Kind of pick to one thing if you can. If you're like me, you can't. I mean, it's just... You know,
yeah, it's obvious. We have problems.
We have problems, definitely. And then just go with it and have fun, you know, just have fun. Tips on organization. What's organization?
We are so, like, we are the most unorganized people in the world when it comes to things.
Number one, we don't have an IKEA, so we're still waiting on an IKEA. That might help.
When we get an IKEA, though, whew, it's going to be a bad day.
Because I have some tendencies to want to be, like, super organized.
I do too, but it's so difficult because all of the things that we collect, 9 times out of 10, they're statues. And statues, you take them out of the box. So we have boxes upon boxes.
Shannon's Face asks, congrats, guys. Are there any nerdy things that aren't around anymore that you miss? Ooh, that's
a tough question, because I feel like a lot of the nerdy things that are from my childhood, they're still pretty much around.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great time to be a nerd right now.
Yeah, it really is.
There's so many things out there that are coming back or being remade, or, you know, so I don't really know what, I mean, I guess you could, like, you could say, like, collectibles that you wanted but are retired or whatever.
Yeah.
That's tough. I don't know. You know, nerdy things, Nickelodeon, old school Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's true. Probably anything from Nickelodeon.
Geeks Intervention asks, do you have any advice for starting a YouTube? Here's a question we get asked by a lot of people, because, you know, we just noticed that a lot of people that watch our channel, they get excited like we do, and then they want to start a channel, and then they have advice. They want to know advice, you know, how to start, what should I do? What should I do with my lighting? How, you know, this and that. And honestly, it's a lot to undertake immediately. And you really shouldn't think about a lot of that immediately. Number one, it's expensive to start a YouTube channel, or at least grow with your YouTube channel. It gets expensive. So just a few things that are really important when you start off. I think lighting is really the most important thing. You know, you can just have kind of a good camera that you can see, but, you know, you could have a bad camera with good lighting and it'll be good. But if you have a good camera with bad lighting, it'll be bad. We've all been there, guys. We started YouTube's... It's horrible. I can't watch our old videos.
I have a hard time too.
That's just how it is. You gotta just kind of get in it. When you start off, you're gonna be kind of nervous, or I don't know how to explain it. It's not nerves. It's just
super nerve-wracking, because you're like, people are going to judge me, and you don't know what people are going to say, and that's the biggest nerve-wracking part. But once you get over that, like, thought process of thinking, like, oh my god, someone's going to say something bad, just be like, I don't care, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe, hopefully you won't have to worry about that as a smaller channel, because, you know, there are some weirdos out on the internet that just say the weirdest things, and you're just like, whatever, you know, I could care less, but, you know, it's going to happen. People are going to say things online that are going to be like, what? What? What?
You're going to be like, okay, like, block that person.
But, yeah, I mean, just start off slow and have fun with it. That's, like, the main advice. And know what you want when you start. You know, don't think you're going to blow up and be, you know, a 1 million subscriber channel right away. It takes a lot of work, and it's a long time. Don't think it's nothing easy. You know, you see a video, you know, maybe that we post, but behind the camera, it's, you know, 6-7 hours a day of getting things. It's a job.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a full-time job for sure.
With that said, it's very important to consistently put videos out. That's probably the most important thing. If you only do a video once a month, you're not going to get a lot of subscribers, because there's no reason for subscribers to come back and watch you. Just keep filming, keep making videos, and have fun. There you go. Up next, we have a question from D. Guitar Ranero, I guess. What is your favorite video game of all time or console?
I love Crash Bandicoot and then the original NES.
Yeah, I think my favorite video game of all time would be probably Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I mean, I've spent so many hours on Grand Theft. I love Grand Theft. And console, man, console's so hard for me, honestly. Oh my god, I don't know. PlayStation 1 was great. PlayStation 2 was great. PlayStation 3 wasn't bad. NES was fantastic. Super Nintendo was fantastic. I can't answer that. Game Boy, I love Game Boy.
NES is the best in my opinion, because I spent so much time on it.
Yeah.
Medina19XX asks, what inspired you to make a YouTube channel in the first place? he already had one, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna hop in on that.
I mean, okay, so we started off as a video game channel just to have fun. Literally, we just, we wanted to make some friends to play online, and, we just kind of made some videos. We did some random stuff. And then eventually, and we weren't really taking it serious.
No.
It's just something to do, something to have fun. And then, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what inspired us.
We just kind of wanted to share our weirdness, our collection, everything with other people. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys know watching it. You guys are nerds like we are. Maybe you're not. Maybe you hate us and you hate this channel. And if you are, why are you watching?
Yeah.
If you're a nerd, you know that sometimes it's hard to find friends that are the same way.
That's very true.
And it's hard to find a community of people that like what you like. And I think YouTube provides that better than anything.
Yeah, YouTube provides that family that you didn't get to have on your own, so you're handpicking your family and friends.
Yeah, so, it's just fun to have a community of like-minded people.
Polito19 asks, what is something you both don't have in common? I am a terrible artist. Terrible artist. And he's great. He's brilliant.
I don't know. What don't I have in common? In common, a trait, or you like something that I don't like?
Maybe. Just pick something.
Okay, well, you like K-drama a ton.
Yes! Oh my god! K-drama is the best stuff in the world.
And K-pop.
Yes,
I have a hard time doing that.
Although I caught him humming Taeyeon's Eye the other day, so don't play me for a fool.
I did watch Playful Kiss, and it was a decent K-drama.
Yeah, it was alright, but there are a lot better.
I don't know. I can't do it that much.
Check it out, guys. Drama Fever, it's free. CarterMan1927 asks, would you consider a Disney-themed subscription box? I know you guys like Disney.
Yeah, I think absolutely.
That'd be perfect.
There are rumors that maybe, and I hope, Funko might be the next box where you have Marvel Collector Core and Legion of Collectors and Smuggler's Bounty. They might have a Disney theme. That'd be fantastic.
I love that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd definitely cancel, just so I don't have 4, I would definitely cancel Star Wars for Disney.
Yeah, I would too, for sure.
Maybe even Marvel, I don't know. I might keep I don't know, that'd be tough. But if they did old Disney.
Yeah, it had to be the original ones, and I would keep it until I got all of my Mulan stuff, then I'd be like, alright, I'm cool.
Yeah, as long as they stuck with 2D and a little bit of 3D and stayed away from a lot of the extra Pixar stuff. Personally, This is personally in my opinion. I really like the 2D Disney. I agree. That's what I love, anyways.
Well, the chef asks, congratulations on 40K. Question: what's the best part of your whole YouTube experience so far? The greatest moments.
The greatest moments. It's like a CD or something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes that have been really awesome.
Yeah.
Just the community, just meeting people. I was
going to say, my favorite part about the whole YouTube experience is, when we go out and do different kinds of hunts, or even when we're out, in community and stuff, people come up to us and hey, I love you guys, I love your channel. And that just makes you feel so good as a person, because somebody else out there is recognizing you and your work and things that you're doing. And they also share things that you like and are interested in. So it's nice to just to sit around and chit-chat with these people. Yeah,
I totally agree, because, you see comments, you talk to people online, but it's not real until you see somebody in real life say, hey, can I get a picture?
Yeah.
Or, hey, my daughter loves you, my kid loves you.
That's my favorite, is when they're like, my kid loves you. I'm like, oh, that touches my heart.
It's just nice, because people are on the other side of this camera watching, and you're just not doing it for nothing.
Yeah.
Views, you see views and you see comments, but that's just not the same thing. But with that, I think another thing that's been very just touching is the amount of fan mail we're getting.
Oh my gosh, yes. Fan mail means so much, because I didn't ever think people would take the time out of their day to send something to us.
Money, time.
Oh yeah, and the amount of stuff we get is unreal.
It's. I know you guys are probably wondering, where's fan mail. Guys, I can't explain to you how long this is taking to edit, because of the amount of stuff we're getting.
This video is going to probably have to be a 5-part series, because they're all 20 minutes long.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think about how to do it differently, or shut it down, which a lot of people don't want us to do, and I don't know. It's hard. It's just really hard.
We're trying to figure out a way to speed it up.
Yeah, we're gonna try to figure out a way to speed it up, but that's been very touching. That's been another thing that has just been shocking to us. I mean, it's crazy, guys. It's just, you guys are crazy.
Holder Jones asks, are you Team Gail or PETA? Hint, Gail. No, Team PETA.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
the bread scene? Come on, man.
No, if PETA loves her, for real. Gail thinks he loves her, but, I mean, spoiler, no.
It can't be a spoiler now. If you guys haven't seen Hunger Games by now.
Yeah, we'll read the books. See who she ends up with.
The thing is, I think with PETA, though, PETA is
He's loved her since she was a child.
They're like, they grew up
creepy.
together. Well, yeah, I suppose, but you know, they've grown up together. You know, they're like.
Well, her and Gail did too. They were good.
Yeah,
friends.
but he's just some dude, man. He's like, I'm Gail.
I personally think that
hey,
people
Gail.
are going to hate me for this, but I personally think that Gail's kind of an a-hole. Compared to PETA, because he like only cares about like himself and wanting to go out and just kill stuff and fight stuff, and PETA's like all about like he's been there, he's been to the Hunger Games.
He camouflaged himself as a rock, guys.
All right, PETA, that's my opinion. Now Holder Jones also has a series of questions. What color lightsaber would you have, and which side would you be on?
Total dark side.
Yeah, me too. I totally have like a red lightsaber.
I want red, yeah. I don't care what it means, I just want red.
What is your greatest fear?
I guess the greatest fear is at probably the end of your life having regret. You know, for something you didn't do or didn't complete or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, just not being able to fulfill your life.
I think, though, if you follow what you want to do with your life and follow your dreams and your plans, not what other people want you to do, you're not going to have much regret.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, you know, life is about experiences. And, you know, it's just going out and having experiences. No matter if people agree with you or they hate on you or whatever, it's all going to come up to what's in your mind at the end of your life and knowing that, hey, I lived life the way I wanted to live it.
I would have to say my biggest fear is probably I have such high expectations for what I expect for me out of my life and things that I want to accomplish and do. And I feel like my biggest fear would be not accomplishing
Failure.
or meeting those goals.
Yeah, I mean, failure's... That's the scary thing, right, guys? I mean, you go to school, you know, failing there, failing at your career, failing at, you know, sports. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, failure is a scary thing. But just remember, with failure, that's how you learn, you know?
Yeah, I mean, your greatest accomplishments and your greatest achievements in life come from failure. Life is not one easy straight line up to your greatest glory moment. There are twists and turns and potholes and everything that comes along with it. So you're going to have failure to have success.
Life isn't about straight ups. It's about winding roads.
Right. He also asked, what do you guys do all day? Depends on the day.
Work.
He also asked, if you could have any job, what would it be? My favorite thing in the world, the one thing that I would do with my entire life is I would love to work with making education available to all children of the world, whether they be in, like all of the children in third world countries, especially young girls who don't have the access to education. That would be my greatest thing. Like if I could work making education available to young girls in all of these third world countries, that's what I would love to do with my life, is to give education to people. Because once you have an education, that's something no one can take away from you, and you can do whatever you want with your life and no one can stop you.
That's true. Education is extremely important, guys, and if you don't take school serious, do it. Seriously, that's everything. That's if you can have a knowledgeable conversation with somebody, then you're cool. And I don't have like a big long cool thing. I'm an artist. That's what I do. That's what I am. I'm living my dream. And Holt R. Jones' last question is, if there were a zombie apocalypse, where would you go, group or just you two? We've had this conversation before.
We've had this conversation numerous times. I couldn't leave just the two of us. I would have to have my parents, his parents, our siblings, our nieces and nephews. Like, we would have this giant RV army fort, and I'd go find an island in the Caribbean. So I could have fruit trees.
Okay, so I'm not the bad guy, okay, guys? I'm not the bad guy. But I'm probably just going to take you, and then everybody else has to fend on their own because they're slow, and we got to fight zombies. We got to think about this.
We do, but I could not leave my nieces alone.
But they're babies, guys. They're
can't.
We'll be dragging them around, and it won't be possible to survive. It's about survival.
What about Kit Kat?
No, because Cat might get bit by a zombie,
and then like zombie down.
Yeah, man, I'm not messing with zombies. Look, here's what happens. That's what I would do. I would take you in the woods with me, and then we would build this little.
Did you see Walking Dead? You know what happens?
Okay, well here's a question. Here's a question for you guys. Okay, would you go to the woods or would you stay in the city? Because I think that's a big like that's it. Because when you're in the city, there are gonna be a lot of like people, but there's also food, and there's also weapons. But if you go in the woods, there's nothing. I mean, there's food. You can hunt maybe if you're lucky. But you know, what do you do? Do you go to the woods immediately?
You just get a sailboat and go out to the ocean. You can catch all kinds of fish and stuff. You'll be fine.
You need water though. There's always an up and down.
I guess that's true, but I'd figure it out. I would go to the sea.
An island. That's what I'd do. Just go to an island.
I'd go to an island, and then if I saw somebody coming, I'd be like, take it out. Take it out.
But I definitely wouldn't go in a big group, I don't think. Unless I knew them very well.
Yeah.
Because I would kill somebody. I don't care. Look, if I'm on a night and the guy gets kind of crazy, like my friend's like, "Where's my food?" I'm killing him. I don't care.
Take him out.
Take him out. I'm eating him too. I don't care.
Cannibalism at
I don't care. If I'm hungry, man, he's going on the grill. Popaholics88 asks, I'm just wondering, since you both have a clear passion for most things Funko, is that the main reason you guys collect, make videos, make announcements, and just love it so much? Something you both enjoy doing together as a couple can make it a very special thing. So I was just curious. Imagine in an alternate universe, only one of you like Funko products. Would there even be a Nerd Therapy YouTube channel or Funko Pop Hunters on Instagram page? Between everything you two do regarding this topic and in the community, it's hard for me to imagine a video with only one of you. So doing it as a team, does that make it even more meaningful, and maybe why it's so successful? Wow, that's a good question.
That's a very good question.
So I guess the big thing is we are passionate about Funko products, not just because we like the product, but it's the community, by far.
Yeah, it's definitely the community. I feel like everybody in the community is just pretty great.
We like just the excitement, right? A new Funko product comes out. I'm like, guys, look, it's amazing!
I know, and
just enjoying that
The
together.
prices are so good that it's like everybody can get involved with it.
Yeah.
It's not just for the elite collectors.
Exactly, and that's ultimately what makes Funko popular, is their price, where every single person, whether they're a child or an adult, can collect these and can get into them and can have a pretty valuable collection. As long if you buy them early and then they retire them, a kid could do that.
Right.
And then 4 years down the line, hey, their thing they bought for $8 is now worth $100. So that's what makes Funko popular, and the community is what keeps us here. Would there be a Nerd Therapy YouTube? Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
I think a lot of you guys, yes, we like Funko Pops, and we have a lot of Funko products because, that's just something we really like. We like Funko stuff. We like a lot of their stuff. So we do have a lot of the stuff, but what you guys don't see is we have a lot of other stuff that's not Funko.
Yeah.
And, I think a lot of other people think that, just because we collect Funko, we're like some sort of part of Funko or something.
Yeah.
And it's just not true. We do this on our own. We really haven't even been contacted by Funko ever. Some of the artists have, contacted, said, hey, thanks, that kind of thing. But, as a company, they aren't really connected to us, so we have no, connection to Funko as far as our YouTube page goes. It's just about collecting for us and having fun together. And I think that's what makes us successful, I think.
I think so, too.
Enjoying it. I see a lot in the comments that people like the channel because we have good attitudes or whatever about the stuff. And, I think that's true or whatever, whatever about our attitudes, but just having fun with the stuff you enjoy is a good thing. And a lot of people don't like, people that are just, angry all the time. And
I don't like being around people that are constantly angry and negative all the time, because I feel like their energy and their aura is shared with the whole room and everybody can just feel it, and then it eats at your soul, and it's just not...
It's just a constant cuss fest of like belittling
Even if it's
things.
through the TV, I mean, God, who wants to sit around somebody who's all the time just negative Nelly, just cussing and...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just not something we really enjoy that much, and and you're never really going to see us... Even if we don't like something, you're never going to see us just bash it or anything. It's just not who we are.
Somebody's effort went into doing that, and I can't bash someone's effort.
You basically will, answer whether you like something by buying it.
Right.
So if I decide I don't like something, then I just won't buy it anymore.
Exactly.
Angus Walker, since starting YouTube, how fast have you noticed your channel has grown? As far as subscriber count, we notice it, it goes up and stuff. And, the funny thing about YouTube, the way YouTube works is when you're kind of a newer channel and you don't have a lot of subscribers, you get an email every single subscriber.
Yeah, you
every
do.
single comment.
And you're like, whoop, subscriber!
Yeah. Later on, you don't get any email for subscribers.
Nope, no notice.
The number goes up and you can check it and see. But it's not something we really, constantly fret on, like, what's that at now? What's it at now? It's just, we just enjoy it. There are, things that happen because of the amount of people that watch the channels that are cool, and we notice that. Meaning, companies that'll contact you, or, just, little things like that. People that want to, say hi or whatever.
Yeah, meeting other bigger channels that want to, collaborate or just, say, hey, what's up? I like your guys' stuff, and things like that.
Yeah, and that's cool, but the subscriber count's not really,
The number doesn't matter. All that matters is that you are engaging and you are involved with your community and the people that follow you. That's all that matters. The number is unnecessary. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Luke Barnesy asked, do you guys think that the DC film universe will be able to compete with the MCU for both quality, making money, plus do you wish the DC TV universe crossed over with the films? Grant Gustin's Flash should be in the Justice League films, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so,
We had a big long conversation about this the other day.
I could really talk about this forever, and I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible just so this movie isn't forever. Number one, yes, I think DC can totally keep up with Marvel, and not only that, I think they can do better than Marvel.
I hope so.
But it's going to all be dependent on what happens with Batman versus Superman. That's like, if that movie turns out bad, we are screwed. The rest of the universe.
Yeah,
seriously.
I agree.
There are a lot of good stories on DC that they haven't even made that could be great movies, and they just, I don't know what they're doing. They really need to do it, and it really makes me angry that they don't do special, just really good stories. That's a whole different story. But anyways, I think they can do really good. It's going to be tough because, Marvel has really created something.
Yeah, I feel like with every Marvel movie, every single one of them has been good. Even Ant-Man, I thought, oh my god.
Ant-Man was really good,
It was really good. I don't know if that has to do with writing or whatever, but I think that DC could be great, but Marvel, it's a big platform to step up on, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the big difference is you have Marvel, Disney, where they do, like, family fun videos, which makes a lot of money. It makes a lot of money, where DC, I feel like, to be a really good movie, and the DC world needs to be taken a lot more serious.
Yeah, I feel like DC is darker, and then Marvel, it's like kind of happier and cheerier. I don't know how to explain that.
So, I mean, it's a good contrast, For Marvel, I want to be happy and cheerful. With DC, I want to leave the theater like, I want to feel it, wow. That's just the way that I look at movies. As far as the television connection, I don't know why you don't do that. That drives me crazy.
Me either.
I think Marvel's great that they're going to decide to do that with their, maybe Daredevil end up in a movie sometime,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But with DC, they don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it.
I know, and I think that, like with Grant Gustin, I think he's a great Flash. He does a good job.
He's going to be, we'll see. I think he'll do better than the movie Flash then. We'll see.
We'll see. And I think Stephen Amell, he does a good job as Arrow. I'm curious to see who they're going to pick to play Arrow in the movies.
The TV show of Arrow has really kind of, I don't know, that's a different story. I think if you're going to put the time and the effort into a television series and film it and everything, you might as well put them in the movie because the fans already have accepted them. It's really hard to accept two actors in the same position. That's hard.
At the same exact time.
Could you imagine two different Iron Man or something?
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
No.
Tomo Joe Nerdy Things asks, if you could have any superpower for one day, what power would it be, and what would you say to God if you met him? Well, my superpower for one day would be the ability to just like lay my hand on a book and absorb everything from that. Because if I only have that power for one day, I want to gain as much knowledge as I can so that maybe I could find a cure for cancer or something.
That'd be cool, yeah. I think if I picked a power for one day, and like you said, it's one day, so you got to make it count. You can't be just like, I can fly or I can whatever. I think the healing power would be like the main thing.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Where you could just be like, boom, you're healed. Just bow, healed. So you could do so much good for the world, right?
Really
it's only for one day, and you can't help everybody, but, you might be able to just, I don't know, you help one person. That'd be a cool superpower to have.
That would be.
That would be the greatest superpower to heal.
I know, it'd be nice to just go into like a children's hospital and be like, boom, 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 just run through the place.
Yeah. And what would we say to God if we met him?
It would be a very long and in-depth conversation, but it would start off with, can you please give all of my loved ones a big hug and kiss for me? And then 2, I would probably have to thank him. Like, this may sound super corny and tacky, but I would have to thank him for all like the beautiful things that we see out in nature and the world around us, and for all of the blessings that he's brought into my life and all the good things he's done for me and my friends and family.
Yeah, I'd just be like, please let me in.
Forgive me for everything I have done.
Can I be a ghost so I can go back for a little bit? I don't know. That's a long question. You could, I guess it's more of a personal question. Lucas Wilcox asks, what superhero do you want to get a movie, TV show who doesn't already have one?
Ooh.
Dang, that's a
tough one. A lot of the ones I wanted to get a show or a movie, they're in a movie now or they're getting a show.
Yeah, I mean, almost everything.
So, I don't know, honestly.
Mine would be Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
I think Martian Manhunter would be a really cool movie.
That'd be a pretty good one. I'd like to see Mara get a show or a movie, or even like an appearance in a movie. Maybe she'll be an Aquaman.
I think she is an Aquaman.
So that'll be kind of interesting.
Benji Harris asks, will you ever make a website to sell your customs? Yes, actually we're doing that right now.
Yes.
It's not going to take too long. I'm making a first batch to drop on the website when it opens, and we'll have that, and we'll have some shirts and things like that. So yes, it's coming. It's being built right now. We're probably halfway done.
Yeah, we're probably more about 75%.
Maybe, yeah. So it's coming. Farewell Autumn asks, can you tell us something about your wedding? And then also Benterfly asks, yeah, tell us more about your wedding or before you made the channel.
Okay, well, first off, we are married. Everybody asks that all the time. No, he is not my brother. I know for some reason when people think we look alike, I have no idea. But I guess like the longer you're together, people, I don't know, maybe. But we're married. So our wedding was his family is Scottish and my family, like our heritage is Irish. So we had a traditional Scottish wedding.
Bagpipe players killed.
Yeah,
man,
killed
we did it all.
everything. Like the whole 9 yards. We went out with it. And
we did it up.
It was fabulous.
Lizzie Saffer asked, "Do you want to have kids?" Of course.
Yes. I mean, eventually one day I'd love to have a whole army of kids, but we'll see what's in the cards.
Morgan Tips asks, if you could pick between Funko Pops and your YouTube channel, what would you pick?
YouTube,
of course. Andrew1315 asks, how did you two meet? Okay, so we said this earlier on a Q&A.
Yeah.
I guess long story short, a ghost hunt. Well, I don't know, because we went to school.
That. We went to school together. We went to middle school and high school together, but we didn't really know each other until high school. And we kind of just started, like, for some reason, we had a lot of classes together in our senior year.
Astronomy.
Yeah, yeah. The stars were aligned.
Yeah, the stars were aligned.
He was talking about going on a ghost hunt, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool, so I went with him, and then...
No, you blew me off the first time.
The first time, I had to work.
No,
I had to
she didn't work. Come on, no.
And then the second time around, I hunted him down. I called all of his friends. I was like that psycho girl, like, oh my god, I need to get a hold of this guy. He's super cute. So I found his number from one of his friends, and then I called, and they didn't answer the phone. And so I had to leave a voicemail, and then like 2 hours later, he sent me a text message, and he was like, maybe I'll get something together this week, and I was like, no, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah, so we went on a ghost hunt.
Yeah.
And guys, if you want to hook up with some girls, always go on ghost hunts to get them scared. And you're like, come here, baby. It's okay. That's how you get girls.
It's a great idea because it totally works.
And it doesn't hurt when you're an athlete either.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, now that I'm thoroughly embarrassed, Garrett Dyer asks, what do you guys do for a living?
We work a lot.
We work a lot. Like, we are working 24/7, well, probably 22/7. We get a couple hours of sleep here and there. I'm in the education field because I have a passion for education, so that's where my heart's at.
Yep, and I'm a professional artist.
Zoe at the Disco, I love that name. Zoe at the Disco asks, what's your favorite kind of music?
What were her favorite kind of? Maybe Panic at the Disco?
Maybe Panic at the Disco, it's a good one. I have so many genres of music that I like.
And we don't like each other's music in a way.
No, for the most part, his music's crap.
Oh, no.
Crap. Total crap.
Yeah, we'll let them be the judgment of that.
I love K-pop. It's one of the #1 for me. Super Junior's brilliant. I love Big Bang. Big Bang, oh my god.
Bang, bang, bang!
Oh my god, yes! See in Blue, which they're probably not going to make music for a while because one of the guys went into the army. Anyways, I love Blue October. They're brilliant. I love pretty much just about any kind of indie rock. I love
21 Pilots. We like those together.
That's about it that we like. And I like Justin Uzuka.
Yeah, Justin Uzuka.
That's about the only two things that we like with each other. We have to listen to one of those in the car.
Shamefully, Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Justin Bieber, man!
I want to hate him, but
God, he's a believer now, guys.
His new music's good. I can't help it. God. I like Paul McCartney. I like the Beatles.
Yeah, that's good too.
I like a lot of old music, honestly. I'm not a big fan of new music that much. I like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Of course, Eminem.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
I guess we do like a lot of the same stuff. I like indie rock bands, and he doesn't really care for them. And I like K-pop.
Yeah, so, a lot of music. All kinds of music. I just like good music. That's what I like.
Yeah. Jared Dewan 2 asks, do you plan on starting any new series soon?
So many of them.
Yeah, we have so many planned. We have like all these things drawn up, and eventually we will get to a lot of them.
So many things to do, so little time. I might even have to start a second channel. We'll see.
Carter Griffiths asked, what do you aim to do in the future with your channel? Are you two looking to become a large channel or remain just you two?
A large channel or just us two, meaning like more people in the channel than us?
I'm wondering if that's what he's meaning, bringing other people on with us.
That'd be so hard to do, though.
Yeah, the only thing, like, if we were to bring anybody on with us, like, if we got to the point where what we were doing and we just didn't have enough time to keep up with, we'd probably bring somebody on to help us edit. Like
behind the scenes stuff, possibly. Yeah, maybe hire some people to edit or something. I don't know. We kind of like it the way we do it, or we're just kind of, no script, just go type stuff.
Just gonna go with the flow.
Maybe if you're talking about if we plan on being a big channel, like in the future instead of like where we're at now, I guess. I guess ultimately that's the goal. You want to be a big channel. That way you have an audience for what you do, just for that. So I don't know. I mean, that's the plan, I guess. Hopefully we'll become bigger or whatever that really means.
Hopefully we'll continue to keep growing and then just see what happens in the future. We'll go from there.
Yeah. Sweet X Chains asks, can you tell us something about the other that we don't know about? It can be anything, a secret, a hobby, something about his or hers personality, etc. Also, big congrats on 40K. Appreciate that.
Well, thank you. Something you don't know about Mark is he is notorious for leaving every cabinet in the kitchen open. He'll walk in there like, where's chips? I need something to drink. Oh my god, I need a plate. Let me leave every cabinet open. And then you walk by and it's just like closing all of these hundreds of doors that he has left open.
How dare you tell him that? I'm not doing this, guys. You're not getting me in trouble. Alright, next question. Finally, the last question says, the Funko Fanatic, would you ever do a custom Funko Pop of yourselves? Okay, so we have been getting asked that a lot. And I'm just not into myself that much.
Yeah, I'm not that conceited enough to be like, I need a statue of myself.
Yeah. I mean, we've been asked to do them for commissions and stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe sometime we'll get around to it. But yeah, that's really hard to do anything about yourself. It's just weird. I don't know. So maybe not. Who knows? But alright, so that is the Q&A for 40,000. We couldn't pick everything. Obviously, we had a lot of them. So we just kind of look through ones that we thought were kind of fun to answer. So that's that. Thank you guys. Thank everybody for asking your questions. We appreciate that. And we'll do it again.
Thank you guys for joining us on this journey of getting to 40K. And hopefully we'll continue to keep growing and you'll continue to hang around and stay with us. And our next Q&A will come up at maybe like 50 or something.
100 maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. But thanks for watching, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.